Alright, budget magic time. Playing some more Modern Turbo Fog, which so far has been going pretty well. That said, as I mentioned before, very matchup dependent. We love running into creature decks. Non-creature decks, on the other hand, especially before sideboarding. So Tranquil Cove, go. So we have 1 Fog, 2 Temple Bells, and a Supreme Verdict, which is reasonable, depending on what our opponent's up to. Birds of Paradise. Let's just Tranquil Cove again. Hopefully next turn we can start getting Temple Bells down. Looks like an Abzan deck of some kind. Smiter. Alright. Temple Bell time. Let the drawing begin. At some point we're going to have to Wrath. Although things like Smiter aren't really scary for us, because our fog effects are very good against those kind of creatures. So hopefully this is just another play efficient creatures, try to beat down type deck. Because I think we're favored in those matchups. Liliana, ooh. Liliana might mean we need to Wrath right here. Yeah, let's just Glacial Fortress, Supreme Verdict. So well, that Liliana can't flip. Liliana does get around our plan. Horizon Canopy. Voice. Alright, well, we've seen Voice before. Voice does not beat fog effects. And Thalia. Thalia would be more troubling if it was faster. If they had it on, like, turn 2. So I think here we just go Glacial Fortress into another Temple Bell. We can afford to take this hit. And now I think we're in good shape again. Down to 14. Another Voice. Oh man. Let's see if we can break the record for elemental tokens. Temple Bell, Temple Bell, couple lands and a Dictate. There's a Tutelage. So let's just go with... Actually, we got to play this Ghost Quarter first. Play Ghost Quarter. Play a Tutelage. Leave up our 1 mana fog effects. Pass the turn. Start milling our opponent. I don't know if we really have to start fogging yet. We can probably wait 1 more turn before we start fogging. Take 6 here. I think that's fine. This doesn't look like a deck that should have much reach. So we'll just take the beats. Down to 8. Pridemage. Alright, Pridemage can kill our Tutelage. Birds. Maybe I should have Temple Belled in response to the Pridemage, but I don't really want to give our opponents cards during their main phase. So Temple Bell. Temple Bell. They didn't even sack it. Alright, well, we get a bunch of triggers. Fulminator Mages, Liliana's, Birds, Spellskite, etc. And now we will just play, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So I think we can play Temple of Enlightenment, get a Scry. Tranquil Cove can go to the bottom. And then we're just going to pass the turn and discard a Ghost Quarter. Now we do need to start our Fog plan. And then we're going to get to play a Dictate at the end of our opponent's turn. So here comes the creatures. Just go with Ethereal Haze. Opponent gets some voice tokens, but it doesn't really matter. They're going to have tons of voice tokens, but we should be able to fog through them. They're going to have to kill our Tutelage at some point, because they're already down to 30 cards. Alright, they're going to kill our Tutelage, which means Temple Bell, activation. Ah, good, another Tutelage. Mills some cards. This is a sweet deck. Evolutionary Leap's in there. Alright, mill a bunch of stuff. Lose our tutelage. Our opponent gets... They're down to 22 cards, but they start getting voice tokens. I don't think it's going to matter, though. So we take no damage. What's our opponent have? Fulminator Mage. Alright. Good card, but not great against us in specific. They can't start attacking our mana, I guess. Hits our temple. Tech Edge, alright. That means we're just gonna flash in this Dictate. Opponent gets some more voice tokens. But now we get to draw 3 extra cards a turn. Howling Mind, Shelldock Isle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little risky. Well, we should be alright to play the tutelage. Let's play Island. Play tutelage. Then we just pass the turn. Leave up our Holy Day. Our opponent gets to draw a card. We can probably just mill them out next turn, actually. So here comes the attack. We will just Holy Day, prevent all the combat damage. Opponent gets a couple more elementals. And I don't think they can beat us from where we're at. I mean, they can kill the tutelage, which will keep them alive for a little while. Or, I mean, they could. That's probably their best play, is like Pridemage, kill tutelage or something. Temple Bell. Draw a card. Mill a bunch. Temple Bell. Our opponent is down to what? 12 cards. Bunch more fogs. Opponent has to discard lands. And I think we should be able to win here. Ooh, and a verdict. Alright, tutelage down to 10, down to 8. Maybe we can't win yet. Temple Bell, tutelage, oh, down to 3? Yeah, we got it. Down to 0, and that does it! This deck, it keeps winning somehow. Do we even want to change anything? Probably not. We could bring in negates just to counter sideboard stuff, but... Yeah, let's go down Elixir, bring in a negate. And just run it like that. I mean, so far so good. Sure. Good enough, I guess. 2 tap lands will slow us down a little bit, but... Ooh, untap land is nice. That means we get to play a Howling Mind on turn 2. This is about the mix of cards we want. We don't really need the Gideon, but overall, seems solid. Well, Thalia is going to slow us down a little more. Tranquil Cove, pass the turn. So we can't Howling Mine on turn 2. We're going to have to wait till turn 3. And then probably Temple Bell the turn after that. Hope our opponent doesn't have a ton of ways to kill artifacts. What's our opponent's follow-up? Dauntless Escort. Sack it. Creatures gain indestructible until end of turn. Alright, so Island. Howling Mind. Indestructible's fine. Yes, it shuts off our 2 Supreme Verdicts, but... we're hopefully going to win by fogging anyway. See if they can kill our Howling Mind. That would be a little annoying. Looks like we're taking 5 here. Yup. Do you have a Pridemage? Or, I guess, Abrupt Decay. Tech Edge. And Liliana. So they can flip it by sacking this Escort. We draw a card. Holy Day. What's the ultimate on this? Whenever a creature dies, return it to your control at the beginning of your next end step. Doesn't really beat us. Well, let's Temple Bell. Keep the draws going. We have so much card drawing that Liliana making us discard isn't too scary. And her ultimate doesn't really beat Fogs, at least from what we've seen in their decks, so... Here comes the crew. Down to, what, 8? Yep, down to 8. Tech Edge, our Glacial Fortress. And Fulminator. Alright, they're attacking our mana pretty well. So we're going to want to draw lands. They get to flip Liliana, get a zombie. So if we just whiff on lands, that could end up being troubling, because we won't have enough mana to fog. They just sack their Liliana to get back Fulminator, hit our Tranquil Cove. Well, let's Temple Bell. Ooh, another Temple Bell. Come on, land. Dictate. Glacial Fortress. Alright, there's Glacial Fortress. So let's play Glacial Fortress, pass the turn, discard a Temple Bell, I guess? Actually, you can probably discard Gideon. That's a lot of mana. Opponent gets to draw. More Fulminators are annoying. That means we're going to have to keep hitting lands. So I think we let this go. We can take 7. If they activate Township, then we have to fog. Yep. So, Holy Day. We are going to need to untap land here, but we have a bunch of draws to find it. So, Temple Bell. Alright, that's an untap land. Ghost Quarter, Tranquil Cove, Howling Mine gives us a Howling Mine. So, Ghost Quarter, pass the turn. Discard a Temple Bell. Losing those 2 lands might end up being a big deal here, especially with the Thali out there. Ooh, and a Tech Edge. Well, they can't Tech Edge just yet. Here they come. We... Angel Song. Prevent all the damage. Sin Collector is actually a whiff, but they know that we don't have any fog effects in our hand. And Knight of the Reliquary, that's going to be able to keep getting them Tech Edges. Ghost Quarter, Holy Day, and Ethereal Haze. Well, I think we just got to play Tranquil Cove and pass the turn. We got to make sure we have white mana up at all times to be able to fog. So we'll pitch a Temple Bell. Opponent draws from Howling Mine. Ghost Quarter. Here comes the attack. We will Ethereal Haze. Prevent all the combat damage. They're going to keep attacking our mana base. That's the scariest thing, if they can just Fulminator and Ghost Quarter their way through our entire deck. Or through our mana base so we can't keep fogging. Alright, sack something tonight. Yeah, they're going to go with double Tech Edge. But then they will be down 3 Tech Edges. Alright, they Tech Edge our Tranquil Cove. Not going to double by the... Oh, they are going to double. Which means we're going to have to Ghost Quarter ourselves to get a Plains. Well, we burnt through a lot of their Tech Edges. Gaddock Teague, not relevant. So, Temple Bell, Dawn Charm. We do need to keep hitting our land drops. That is for sure. Pollen Lullaby, Howling Mine gives us Glacial Fortress. Alright, so we can Let's just Glacial Fortress. Pass the turn. We haven't found a window to be able to stick a Tutelage yet, which is actually kind of bad. But let's pitch Temple Bell. We need to run our opponent out of land destruction, apparently. Windswept Heath. Goes attacking. We will just use our... It doesn't really matter. One of the more expensive ones, Pollen Lullaby. Prevent all combat damage. We get to Clash. So we kind of get to Scry, but so does our opponent. Ethereal Haze on top. They have a Pridemage on top. So the Clash doesn't do anything. We will keep Ethereal Haze. I'm sure they kept Pridemage. So all the combat damage is prevented. Ooh. That's actually kind of bad. So we can draw right now, but then they get a Pridemage and they get to play it. But if we don't draw right now, we lose our ability to draw. Unfortunately, I think we have to just let this resolve. Not good. We are in danger of being too pinched on mana to win. We draw the Ethereal Haze. Howling Mine does keep working. Another Ethereal Haze. So, Ghost Quarter. A second Howling Mine. Oh, we can't even cast it. Oh, man. Things are looking grim. Things are looking very grim. That Thalia is throwing off our math. The Thalia plus a ton of land destruction. I'm not sure we're going to be able to both draw enough lands and fog enough times to survive. Here comes the attack. We will Dawn Charm. We really need another land to get down this Howling Mine. That's the... because they're going to be able to kill our Howling Mine here if they want to. And then we're really in rough shape. Dictate costs 4. Costs 4. They've just killed a lot of lands this game. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a Pridemage. I'm assuming they just take out our Howling Mine. Now they're going to Ghost Quarter. We will tap. Get a Plains, I guess. We really need to draw land. Oh, they didn't kill our Howling Mine. No lands, though. Oh. That's bad news. So we just got to pass here. That Thalia is keeping us from doing anything. Pass, discard. Yep, now they let us draw, but then kill it before they got to draw, which is odd. I guess we got to discard Tutelage. We just don't have a window to resolve it. Ghost Quarter, sure. They're going to hit our island. So let's tap our island. Get an island. That Thalia still has us a little bit locked, though. Well, let's just Ethereal Haze. Any untapped land lets us get down another Howling Mine, which would be helpful. Alright, Ghost Quarter. So that means we get to Howling Mine. Get some more card draw going. And the fact that we're getting all down to basics makes it harder for them to kill our lands. So our opponent's back to drawing. We're back to drawing, more importantly. Swamp. Opponent goes to attack, swings with the crew. We will Holy Day. We might still be getting there, and our opponent has presented a lot of disruption. This would be a sweet win. Alright, we get to... Our opponent has to discard. We draw land, which is good, and a Tranquil Cove. Well, let's play the island. And now we actually might be able to get our Dictate down as well, which is very awesome. Horizon Canopy can draw our opponent another card. Here comes the attack. Ethereal Haze blunts it. Uh-oh, our opponent actually has something. Birds. Birds. Well, I guess you might as well, so you're not discarding. Well, in response to that, we're going to run this Dictate out there. No sense in letting him make a token for no reason. Alright, so we get to draw 2 cards. Dictate. And Shelldock Isle. And Howling Mine. Well, 1, 2, 3. Play a Howling Mine. Play Shelldock Isle. Get a Tutelage, I believe, to hopefully actually close out this game. And pass the turn. Hopefully our opponent can't kill our lands. If they can kill a land here, then we can't fog and we're dead. But since we have all basics, it should be harder for them to do. Alright, our opponent draws 3. This actually means that our Shelldock Isle will be online on our opponent's, well, during our next turn, actually. Goes to attacks. We will just Dawn Charm. Opponent gets a voice token. Fulminator. Probably going to kill our Shelldock Isle, I assume. Yep. Down another land. Hierarch. And passes. What do we get? Shelldock Isle. Dictate. Angel Song. And Supreme Verdict. Is it worth casting Supreme Verdict here? We leave them with a 1/1 voice token? Actually, we can't, can we? Yeah, we can't cast it. So we can't do anything? Looks that way. So another Shelldock Isle. Gets a Angel Song. Now we just got to pass the turn. We are going to need to get in at least 1 mill with our Tutelage. We're actually behind on cards right now. And we took out Elixir of Immortality. So we would draw ourselves to death before our opponent did. Opponent goes to attacks. Here comes the crew. We will Angel Song. Opponent gets another voice token. Well, this game's going to wrap up before too long one way or another, because we're both getting low on our libraries. Liliana, alright. Pridemage can kill one of our draw engines if it wants to, and flip the Liliana. Which gets back Pridemage? That's actually pretty good for our opponent. Yep, Pridemage, kill our Dictate. Then they can Liliana, get back Pridemage, kill a Howling Mine. And that really slows down our draws. Yep, returns it. Sacks land. Gets a Ghost Quarter. Hits our Shelldock Isle. We get a Plains. And passes. Discard some random creatures that don't really matter. Supreme Verdict doesn't help here. Howling Mine, Dictate, and Ghost Quarter. Well, I guess we just need to Tranquil Cove, Dictate plus Angel Song. And we're actually a little bit in danger of losing if we don't draw into another Fog for next turn. Pridemage kills a Howling Mine. Draws from Howling Mine. Discard, so we're going to pitch Supreme Verdict since it doesn't do anything for us anyway. Another Pridemage. Well, our opponent's finally drawing their Pridemages. Here comes the attack. Well, we Angel Song. They get another voice token. And then we flash in a Dictate. They get another voice token. Tutelage. Come on, we need a Fog. Alright, Dawn Charm. And Plains. Down to 10 cards in our library. How do we win this? They can actually Pridemage twice again. So Tutelage doesn't do it yet. Well, let's play a Plains, pass the turn. They're going to kill our Dictate. Draws from Howling Mine. Fulminator Mage can kill a land. Returns a Pridemage. Goes to attacks. Swings with a bunch of stuff. We Dawn Charm to prevent all damage. Opponent gets another voice token. Things are jumping around, there's so many creatures. And then we Dictate. Opponent gets another voice token. Holy Day. Well, the problem is we're just going to draw ourselves to death before we kill our opponent. Alright, so we go land into Sphinx's Tutelage. Having our Temple Bell shut off actually makes it harder for us to win. So they're going to sack the Pridemage to kill our... Well, I guess we can play 2 Tutelages? And they only have 1 Pridemage. Yeah, so double Tutelage. Kills one of them. If they have another way to kill a Tutelage here, that would be potentially game ending. They have an Abrupt Decay. Yeah, so we're kind of in trouble. We only have 1 Tutelage left, and it's going to require us getting pretty lucky to be able to win with it. Opponent's down to 9 cards, because we can't activate our Temple Bells, which is the main problem here. And they're going to be able to pump up Liliana to get back another Pridemage. So that interaction has ended up being really bad for us. I think we'll bring in Relics to shut down this plan. Because we survived, could easily survive the first several Pridemages, but 4 or 5 or 6 Pridemages is a little too much. So, draw. Temple of Enlightenment, Shelldock Isle. Alright, so we play Temple of Enlightenment. Negate to the bottom. Pass the turn. Opponent draws 2. So basically, we're just hoping we get a very lucky hit with our tutelage, is what it comes down to. So, Holy Day. Opponent gets a voice token. So we're going to draw our tutelage here. And then we're going to get one shot at milling. And we got to mill our opponent enough that they die on their turn. They return the Pridemage. Fulminator can kill a land if they want. Yep, they hit one of our lands. Hit another land. The other problem is they might be able to kill our tutelage in response to the loot. Dawn Charm. Oh, we didn't even draw the last... Did we take out a tutelage? Or is it the last card in our deck? Well, either way, we are dead now. Was it the last card in our deck, or did I take it out without realizing it? Oh, yeah, this was the negate. Alright. Well, we didn't even have the third tutelage. Or we already lost one and I didn't realize it? Well, either way, the main solution to this problem is relics. We really want relics. I think we can go down a Supreme Verdict and a negate and maybe a Temple Bell and run it like that. Another concern for our opponent is they don't have that much time left. Alright. We get a quick Howling Mine, which is good. And if we draw land, we can follow that up with a Dictate. So our Howling Mine comes down before they can get a Thalia down. And before they can kill it immediately with a Pridemage. They can kill it with Abrupt Decay. Untap land? Yeah, another Howling Mine. That works. Start plowing our way through our opponent's removal spells for our card draw. So far, though, our opponent's been able to take advantage of it, and we haven't, which is a little annoying. Smiter. Alright, Smiter's fine. Ooh, that's a nice draw. Well, I think we still just pass here, because I think getting down the Dictate is the most important thing. Because we need to start hitting land drops. Horizon Canopy, take 4 from Smiter. Opponent has Gaddock Teague, not especially relevant. And a voice. Alright, we get to Dictate in response to the voice. So we get to draw a couple extra cards here. There's a land, that's good. And a Gideon, and a land. So we're taking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. I'm just going to play this tutelage. Play Temple for the Scry. Ethereal Haze to the bottom for now. Pass the turn. Opponent draws 2 from Dictate and Howling Mine. If we untap with this tutelage, we're suddenly in good shape because we're going to start milling a lot of cards. So we take a big hit here, taking 8. Can they kill our tutelage? I wouldn't be surprised if they could. Verdant Catacombs. Cracks it. Sin Collector gets to take one of our fog effects. Probably take the Holy Day since it's the most efficient. Yeah. And then they got the Abrupt Decay for the tutelage. They have a Thalia. Alright. That's fine. Well, we get to start the milling. Ooh, and we draw an untapped land, which is very good. So, Howling Mine gets a Temple Bell, tutelage trigger, mills some stuff. Tutelage trigger, mills a Pridemage, Fulminator, some lands. So now, let's see. Since we drew Glacial Fortress, I think we just... do we want to just Shelldock Isle and Fog? Or do we Glacial Fortress into Relic and Fog? Yeah, let's get the Relic down. Glacial Fortress, play Relic, pass the turn, and start the fogging. Opponent draws a couple cards. They gotta deal with this tutelage, or it's going to kill them really quickly. Overgrown Tomb. Knight of the Reliquary will be annoying once it starts getting tech edges. Big attack. Well, we will Dawn Charm, prevent all combat damage. Alright, draw land, tutelage, mine, tutelage trigger. Well, drawing lands isn't bad. Do some milling. Do some more milling, do some more milling, and 1, 2, 3, play the plains, and I don't think we can really play anything here. So we gotta just pass, and we'll probably just crack our Relic to get another trigger and draw a card. So our opponent draws a couple. We might have this, actually. Opponent goes to attacks, and they scoop it up. The janky deck that couldn't lose. Alright, we keep winning.